let's see. Okay. Wow. We had the Lovers card come out in reverse. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting energy here. Let's see what else we have going on before we speak on that. So we've got the Six of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Universe, which would be the World card in traditional tarot. Let's look at the bottom of the deck energy. Ooh, we've got the Ten of Swords. Oh, okay. Yeah. As I was shuffling, I kept seeing the Tower card. I kept seeing the Tower, which was interesting because that card showed up as bottom of the deck energy in reading number 1. But I kept seeing the Tower, and I saw the Ten of Wands as well. And so I'm not surprised seeing that Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck for this connection. So, wow. I cannot tell you how powerless this person feels with this Lovers in reverse right in the center of the reading. I cannot tell you. For some reason, they feel like they don't have a choice here. They feel like their hands are tied, and like they can't come to a decision, but also like they can't stay where they are. Can't make their mind up, can't move, can't stay. That's what this feels like. Wow. For some of you, I feel like this person tried to move on. Or at least they tried to make it look like they had moved on, but they weren't actually able to let go of this. It's like the two of you might not have been on the same page about something, not seeing eye to eye on something, not making, how do I put this? Because for some of you, this might go beyond like how you're seeing things. It might be literally the decisions that were being made by each of you weren't really in alignment with like what was agreed upon or what was expected, or it wasn't reflective of this like this energy that the two of you had together. Something's not lining up. It also feels like it could be that some part of this connection stopped lining up the way that it did at one point. Like the two of you just weren't on the same page, but you used to be. Or something's not going the way that you had hoped it would. It feels like there's, gosh, this is actually really interesting energy because it feels like there is an element of this being a perfect match or there being some sort of real compatibility here. But then there's something that doesn't match up at the same time. That could be a number of things. For some of you, this could be circumstances aren't lining up. The match is perfect and the circumstances aren't. For others of you, this could be like somebody changed along the way. They changed their mind or they made a decision that wasn't in alignment with what had been discussed or agreed upon. But I definitely feel like, although I'm going to be honest, I don't love seeing the Lovers in reverse in the center of your reading. What I always say is, even if the energy is reversed and we have to look at it a little bit differently, the fact that it's there at all says something. So the fact that the Lovers card is at the center of your reading says something. That means that this connection is significant in some way to this person, that there's the element of there being a perfect match, that the two of you being like seeing eye to eye. There could even be like a soulmate vibe here, a twin flame vibe here, but it's like something's off. Timing could be off, location could be off. Something's off and it's like something fell apart. Oh, wow. Okay, this person, I have to just say this person doesn't want to miss you. They do not want to miss you at all. Because there's something about this connection that they don't really like thinking about. There's something that they don't want to relive or that they don't want to face. This could even be about a decision that they made that they regret, or they regret how they handled something. that could be where this powerless feeling that I'm picking up on is coming from. So maybe they don't feel like they have the power to change the situation, or they don't have the strength to leave another situation in order to make this work. They feel kind of stuck. And this could be about so many things. This could be about leaving a job, about leaving a location, about leaving another connection. There's something that they feel they'd have to leave behind, and it's like they're not ready to do it, or the idea of it is too painful, and so they're just feeling like they're stuck. Either feeling like they're physically stuck in a situation, or realizing that they've kind of reached a sticking point in their mind. So this might be about needing to get a new perspective on something, needing to stop thinking about things the same way they always have. It's almost like they can't see how to make something work. And that honestly makes them feel uncomfortable. Missing you makes them feel very uncomfortable. So I kind of feel like saying, do they miss you? Yes and no, because this person really wishes that they didn't miss you, because there's something very painful about missing you. It reminds them of where things went wrong. It reminds them of the opportunity that they missed, and they're kicking themselves for it. They're kicking themselves. I feel like they're kicking themselves for walking away, or if you walked away, it could be that they feel they did something to push you away, and it's painful for them to think about that. Wow. They miss you, but they don't like to think about it. They don't like to think about this at all. I honestly feel like this person isn't very in touch with their feelings, or they try really hard to push their feelings away. It's kind of, it's painful for them to feel everything at once. It's almost like they don't even want to let themselves realize what they are truly feeling. You see this in this Two of Swords card. You see how the sword is pointing right at the moon? Only one of the swords is pointing right at this moon. I feel like this person is at a crossroads, and like they're going to gain clarity on this situation as soon as they stop ignoring the truth. This moon is kind of representing the truth of their feelings, or the truth of this situation. The moon can be things that are hidden from us, or things that we are too afraid to face. So in that way, they do remain hidden because we don't want to uncover them. We don't want to deal with them. It's almost like this person can't really make a decision about what to do or how to handle the situation, because they're questioning whether they should explore the truth, explore the feelings here, explore the reality of the situation, or run from it. The truth, the truth is what's scaring them. To be honest, that's what it is. The truth is what's scaring them. They feel, I feel like their feelings in this connection are what's scaring them. The idea of losing scares them, and losing could mean a lot of things. It looks different to different people. For some people, losing is having that fear of rejection. So they don't want to be rejected by you. That would be a loss. For some, it's opening themselves up to the potential of getting hurt, or having to walk away from something that they thought they wanted in the past, and facing that truth is really scaring them. The idea of losing something is really scaring them. I feel like this person may feel like they made, or like they continue to make, a decision that isn't actually in alignment with their highest good, and that really might have been what caused the separation in the first place, or what's holding the separation in place. And it's like they don't want to think about it. This is such crazy energy, because as soon as I start to tap into the question of if they miss you, I get this feeling of just trying to move on. It feels like such a back and forth energy. You may have even gotten back and forth, hot and cold from this person, but it's like it feels so back and forth. Like the minute they decide that they're just going to choose to not miss you, or they're just going to choose to move on from you, just choose to get over it, that's when they realize how much they miss you. So it's very backwards. It's like I'm letting go of this. I guess I just have to walk away. Something went wrong, and I guess this isn't gonna, like, it's not gonna happen. I guess this just won't happen. Oh no, but I can't deal with the reality of, like, that this won't happen. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh. It's like this feeling kind of swells up in them, and they push it down, and then it swells up again, and they push it back down, because the reality is they do miss you. And they're trying really hard to deny that to themselves. I just feel like some part of them doesn't want to keep making decisions that deny how they're feeling about this. I'm not really sure why they think they don't have any control over this, or why they think there's nothing they can do about this, because I am definitely getting that feeling. That could be because you are closed off to them, you're closed off to their energy, but it feels like they don't feel like there's anything they can do about it. Like they're not really taking control of the situation, but I can see a desire for them to break out of this hanged man position, to break out of this waiting game, and to make some sort of move with the Six of Swords. But right now, it's like they're going back and forth in their head. They want to break out of this for real and really make a move with the Six of Swords energy. Really move towards you, or really communicate about something. But it's like right now, this is all happening in their head. They're going back and forth. They're deciding that they're going to move on, and then they realize they can't. They're right back to the stuck position. I think what this Two of Swords energy is showing is that sometimes they don't know if they want to make this move towards you or away from you, because they can kind of deny seeing the truth and run the other way, or they can face the truth head on. And honestly, both decisions are kind of scary to them. The idea of ignoring this, the idea of not fixing this, the idea of not moving forward with this is very scary to them, and the idea of having to face everything is very scary to them as well. They feel very defeated with this Ten of Swords energy under the deck, very defeated when it comes to this connection. Two of Pentacles again, like that Two of Swords energy, that back and forth energy, that this or that energy, undecided, powerless. Okay, wow, that's a lot more than I thought would come through, because there's a lot of feelings this person has beneath the surface here. There's a lot of reasons why they're acting the way that they are. There's a lot of reasons for them being indecisive, and a lot of it has to do with wanting to ignore or deny their feelings in this connection, partly because there's kind of some confusion on their part. There's kind of this feeling of not knowing what to do. So we have containers. We'll get you one more card. Let's see. We have winter. Okay, 42 and 22. So twos. The Lover's giving me that energy of two as well. Twos might be significant here. Twos are repeating for you. Wow. Okay, let's look at this. Because there is kind of a message coming through, especially with this containers card. I just have to tell you the little quote or the mantra that goes along with this card. And that is, and I might butcher this slightly, but you know, just bear with me. The little mantra that comes with this card is, as safe as a box may seem, it's an experience that can also be of emptiness. And I feel like that's what this person is realizing. That's what they're working on. Kind of that only operating within the safety and the comfort of their box has caused them to lose someone who they see as this counterpart energy. someone who they have a real connection with. So this could even be for some of you that there's potential for loss here. This connection might not be completely over, or the separation might not have been going on for a long time. But regardless of that, it's like this person is realizing that they have either lost or have the potential to lose something great, to lose this lover's energy here. And that's why this energy is in reverse, because it's, I think in this person's mind, this energy is almost being challenged, or it is in jeopardy. And they're kind of seeing that this connection exists outside of their comfort zone in a lot of ways. That something, like they would have to get over, they would have to get outside of their box, is how this is coming through. Yeah, in some ways I feel like you may have brought this person back to life in a way, or it's like you put some sort of color into their life, you made things exciting, you made things seem new again, because with this winter energy, I feel like things are kind of barren or stark without you. And I for some reason I keep hearing my cold dead heart. Like, is that something that your person says or something? Because it's like, I kind of have this feeling of like you woke them up. You woke up something emotional inside of them. Like you brought their cold dead heart back to life, or something like that. They kind of view this connection as having the power to do that. And it's like you woke something up for them that it might have been something that they had lost over time. Like it had just kind of faded away, a piece of them that they forgot about over time. And you kind of brought that back to them. There might also be a significant winter connection in your relationship, because I'm also getting references to the holidays and to New Year's. But yeah, I kind of feel like this person is realizing that they are going to have to get outside of their box. They're going to have to see things a different way. They're going to have to try something new. And they'll have to leave their safety zone, or nothing's going to change. And if things stay the same, they're going to continue to feel this emptiness. Yeah. With winter comes kind of the energy of contemplation. Winter is a time for contemplation, and I feel like they are in this period of reflection and consideration with this. We can see that with the Two of Swords. So interesting how this winter card came out over the Two of Swords here. We see that contemplation there. We see it again with the Hanged Man energy, and this is kind of confirmation of them being stuck in a thought process with this. And for a lot of you, I feel like this person is battling between the head and the heart. It's logic versus emotions, ego versus love, practicality and logistics versus following their heart. Look at this moon imagery here. Yeah, I knew the winter card came out over this Two of Swords for a reason, and it's for more than one reason, because you see we have this crescent moon repeated, just back to back like that. So this is really about this person's fears. This is about things that are unseen and unknown to them, and them discovering this. So if they are in a period of silence right now, I feel like this is because they are in a period of contemplation. This is because they're exploring some of these fears. It's because they're learning to trust their intuition when it comes to this connection. They're learning to kind of see and sift through some of these deeper emotional feelings that they have. Really interesting. Really interesting. I want to see more, so I'm going to pull some more oracle cards for you. How this worked out in reading one was that this energy kind of represented some of the more hidden energies in this connection, or what's going on with this person. And then some of these oracle cards that I'm about to pull will kind of show us a little bit more of what they might be realizing. So we'll see if it works out the same way, but we will take the messages as they come, because I just want to figure out what's going on with this person and how they're feeling about this connection right now. So we have card 13, Feeling the World. Interesting. We're talking about tapping into these deeper emotional feelings and maybe exploring that deeper. And then we have this Feeling the World card. So feeling might be really part of the equation for this person. They might not be someone who has relied a lot on their emotions or on their feelings in the past. We have Shining Through. That makes me laugh, because I think yeah, Yeah, this person's emotions are definitely starting to kick in. This is kind of making me laugh because the way this is coming through is as one message together. This actually says feeling the world shining through. So this is bringing me back to this universe card, which is the world card. And the world talks about closing out cycles and starting something new. So this is drawing me back to this energy of this new cycle and what this new cycle is going to be for this person. I feel like because they are at this crossroads with this Two of Swords, it's like they could go either way because they're not really sure what they're doing right now. Like they might want to continue to run from the situation or continue to stay within their box, but they also might want to get out of this and tap into their emotions a little bit deeper and figure some things out. And this is really making me think that this new cycle for them is going to be one that is more inclusive of emotions, one that's more emotionally focused, one that it's like they're turning over a new leaf for them. So they're starting to tap into these emotions, and it's actually changing something in them. It's setting them on a path to start a new cycle. And it's like they've known they needed to do this because the World card showed up at the end of the spread. It's like all this confusion and all this stagnant energy, but in the end, they know that they need to get over something. They need to face something. They need to come clean about something. They need to make a decision. And that's kind of the new cycle I think that they are heading into after this period of contemplation, after this period of quiet. Wow. I'm telling you, there's a lot of confusion on this person's part. The Two of Swords and having this Two of Pentacles show up under the Ten of Swords, it just shows that this internal deliberation, this trying to figure out what to do about the situation, trying to figure out how to approach this situation, and especially regarding communication, trying to figure out how to navigate that is, it's very confusing to this person. They're weighing their options constantly. They're making up their mind and then changing their mind. Hot and cold, yes and no. That's how this is coming through. Yeah. This is really about them wanting to move from a more authentic place, wanting to stop denying their feelings, not wanting to hold anything back. It's like they don't know if they're ready to speak their truth. They don't know if they can let their defenses down, if they can be open. Yeah, let's get some messages from the Romance Angels deck. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Oh, yeah. This person, I mean, I can see them needing a little bit of support now. There might be someone in their life that can offer them a little bit of support, a little bit of advice, someone who maybe can help them to see things from a new perspective or help them recognize some of the ways that they might be sabotaging this connection, or some of the ways that what they have done might be hurtful to you or to this connection. I think ultimately it hurts them, to be honest with you, because some of these patterns, I feel like these patterns limit them. They limit their options. They kind of close them off. That box, that safety zone that they're in, you know, it works both ways. It might feel pretty safe inside sometimes, but it's also really hard to let anybody in. So it can be a really lonely place. And I think that's where some of that winter energy is coming from. It can be a really lonely place because the Lovers really represents partnership and having that person, having that connection. I feel like this person is in kind of a lonely place with this, with the Lovers in reverse. It's like going from being partnered or feeling like you have that support to having it evaporate. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yeah, there are real feelings here. I could tell immediately from the Lovers card even showing up, there are real feelings here. Let's get you some channeled messages from this person. Let's see. Separating these is a little bit of a challenge. Let's see what we have. So we have, I should have treated you better. Yeah, there's some regret on this person's part. There's something that they might there's something that may have happened between the two of you that they really regret doing, something they regret saying. I feel like with this Lover's energy, they might have wanted to acknowledge this strong connection a little bit more. They might have wanted to kind of let you know how important this connection was a little bit more than they did. I'm lost without you. Oh my gosh. That kind of breaks my heart. And I feel this too. I feel like this person doesn't know which way to go. They don't know if they're coming or going, to be honest with you. They don't know what to do about the situation, and I'm not completely sure why they don't know. I don't know if it's because there's just no openness on your end, or if it's because they just don't know how to navigate the situation, but they really do feel lost. I regret lying to you. Wow. There could have been some dishonesty here. I feel like for some of you, you might have found out about something this person wasn't being completely honest or upfront about, but also I feel like the fact that this person hides their emotions so much, and in a way so well, because it's almost like it's hard to get to them, like that box I was talking about. Like, it's hard to get to them, it's hard to know what's going on, it's hard to get the full story from them. And that could be where this energy of lying or being deceitful comes from, because it's like they aren't being honest. They aren't being honest about how they feel. They aren't being honest about their responsibility in this connection, where things went wrong. They might not have taken full responsibility for that or been honest about that. Let's get one more message for you. I want to tell you how I feel. That's right next to the romantic feelings. I feel like this person has a lot of love for you, and they do want to communicate that to you. They want you to know how much they feel for you. But there's a conflict here. There's some kind of decision that they're trying to make, and that could be whether or not to come forward with this, whether or not to, whatever needs to happen. Because in some cases this might be that they need to apologize, they need to acknowledge something, they need to hear you out, they need to kind of express more of these emotions with you. I actually think that that's kind of cool that this card came out, because we're talking about this new cycle for them, being that they really want to open up a little bit more, that they want to move from a more emotional place. They want to let that feeling kind of shine through. They want to let that feeling lead. And they're expressing this desire to communicate with you how they are feeling. So this might have been something that was lacking. Maybe you didn't know how this person was feeling at any given moment. Maybe getting that information from them and communicating with them in that way has been challenging in this connection. And they want to express from that more emotional place with you. That's how they are feeling right now. And they're feeling lost. They're feeling like they're at a crossroads. They're feeling like they don't know which way to go. And a little bit defeated, I have to be honest. A little defeated. And like I was saying in the beginning, this is an uncomfortable place for this person to be. They might be somebody who really does like to kind of know what's going on, know how they, I won't say how they feel, because I do think they block their emotions, but kind of know what their next move is, know what their plan is, and something has thrown them off. They're kind of lost without knowing that you're going to be in their life. So yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you did enjoy this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.